Hello, so I'm back again. I did a video last week, or was it the week before, about my dog who's got cancer. And one of the videos was, can I cure my dog? And the answer is no. And the reason why is because the medicines that I've bought her, I can't get into her because she won't eat. She's having a little bit even there, but very tiny treats. But if you put anything in it, like colloidal silver CBD oil, anything that's got a smell or a taste, she will not touch it. So the only thing I've been able to do is get some CBD oil and rub it into her ear. Now, she is sleeping a lot, but she's also happy. And it's a real... It's been a very strange time because I've been grieving for her while she's still here and crying all the time, and then I'm alright, then I'm not. But she's happy and she seems to be doing alright. So me and Paul are really keeping an eye on her. Now today is Monday, so I've taken the week off work and I'm just going to do the toilet shifts. So that's 4 hours a day I'm not doing my job, which is, you know, it's fine. And the reason why is because I don't want to leave either of them on their own. And the reason why is because, one, they're both very elderly, and two, she's very poorly. Now, we say she's very poorly. She is and then she's not. For the last 2 times that she's slept with me, she has wet the bed and she's been sick when she's had something. So that isn't a sign of health. But then she'll be fine later on and stuff. So it's like having a terminally ill person. Now, you don't euthanize a person as soon as they get diagnosed with cancer. You wait. There's a certain point when you go to an hospice, and there's a certain point when they put you on the drip. I've forgotten what the lady called it. There's a lady who knows all about this. But you don't do it straight away. You do it when they're at a certain point. You know, it's like the point of no return. So death is a process. It doesn't happen suddenly all the time. And so, to me, you've got to treat animals the same way. I think getting diagnosed with something, you don't just say, right, that's it, let's end it for you, because you don't know. I don't trust doctors and vets. I don't trust them. And quality of life matters more than how long we're here. And if she's happy, then she stays. But I have been grieving, and I'm grieving before they leave, because I know that time's coming, that transition into another world, another time where I will be truly alone. You know, they're by my side. I've always had somebody by my side, whether it be an animal, person, family. You know, there's always been someone, and it's coming to a point where there'll be no one, and I think that's what I'm grieving for as well. But it's okay to feel like this. I don't feel shame for it. I don't apologise. It is what it is. But they are leaving the park on Sunday, and they are going to a house, a bungalow, and they will be with somebody 24 hours a day, and I will still be seeing them. So it's not like I won't be seeing them again. But the caravan isn't working for the point of the life they're in right now. It's a struggle for me at my age, because I have to try and crawl and step over 2 dogs in a little van. So it affects me in a little way, but if I was very elderly or disabled, I wouldn't cope with this at all. So we've just got to see people for where they are in the world at this time. And these two are both happy girls, have had a great life. No regrets whatsoever about anything regarding these. So I thought, do you know what? This is going to be the last week I have with these dogs like this, as we've had it now. So for the sake of 4 days, just do the toilets. That's 2 hours a day working, over an hour morning, an hour afternoon, and the rest of the time I'm with these. And I'm just going to get on with something. I think I might start writing my next book. or do something constructive, because I think it's important to keep busy rather than just sit still and dwelling. But I'll tell you what has helped me, because I have been struggling a lot with insomnia due to the grieving, because I've just been constantly breaking down. Then I'm fine, but what helped me sleep last night was the CBD oil that I bought for the dogs. And it was really good, because I hadn't slept for a week, like properly, and when I was at work 2 days ago, I thought I was going to pass out all the time, because my legs kept going underneath me, and I just felt so exhausted, and I thought my heart's going to stop, and that tired. But I took some CBD oil last night, and I fell into a nice sleep. So I'm going to just keep buying that just for me, because I think if you're going through something and something like that helps, then just take it. And so this doesn't have any THC or whatever in it, I don't think. It doesn't make you high. It just chills you out. So yeah, I'm just doing that. I've got a lot of things to do. I've decided I'm going to downsize everything in my van, get rid of all the stuff I don't use. So that's clothes I never wear. I've got loads of clothes that will never fit me, because I've got the Vinted. Don't buy anything on Vinted. The amount of people on there who sell clothes, and they'll say size 16, and it turns up and it looks like a 12. And you're like, where have you got that from? And it'll say large on the label or something, but large doesn't mean size 16. It can mean a size 12, 14. So a lot of my clothes that I've been buying don't fit. If I lived in a house, I would set up my station again and get my sewing machine, and I would alter the clothes and make them bigger by adding extra panels onto them and stuff like that. I'd do stuff, but I'm hoarding clothes that don't fit, so don't keep things that don't fit. So I'm going to have a day where I just get rid of all those things, and I just start buying size 24. If you buy a size 24 clothes, they'll turn up size 16. That's all I'll say. So I feel like I'm in a time of just stillness right now, where there's not much going on apart from work, because I'm devoting the last of all my time to these dogs at the moment. There's been a lot of stuff going on that I've missed. I can't go to courses, I can't do a class or anything, because it means taking myself away from these two. So this is what happens when you love someone and it's coming to the end for them. You just put them before you, and there'll come a day when I'll just have all my time and I'll be able to do anything and I can join everything. But when you go through this transition, you think it's just going to be so weird, because me, Paul, the dogs are all soul tied, and is now with someone else, and the doggies are going with him. And when they've gone, all those ties are gone. And I'm thinking, nothing's by accident. You know the car that I got, when it lies down flat, you can sleep in my car. And I'm thinking, shall I just pack my life up and just go and live in it and just hit the road? The way the world is, you can make plans, they might not happen. We don't know what's going to happen, but I'm thinking, all the islands I've wanted to go on, all the travelling, all the trips, all the lighthouses and the castles, and I've hardly done anything because I've always got dogs, and there's so many places to go that are not dog friendly, and you don't want to go on a road trip with dogs and leave them sitting in a car while you go in somewhere. So it's going to be a massive change of my life, but I'm just going to devote whatever time I've got for these, because while they're here you've got to treasure them, because how long have we got each other? Now it's funny because I've taken time off work and all they're doing is sleeping, so you think, well, you should have just gone to work. But when you get to this point the way that I think is, what if they went while I was at work? What if that happened? And I just feel so bad. So I'm doing this for myself more than them, because I have a guilt complex, and I just want to know that I did everything right and they came first, and then I don't have to feel any guilt or anything when they've gone. Whereas if I went to work all day and then joined all the courses I wanted to do and just left them, I would never forgive myself. So it's just where we are in the life right now, and this is how it is, and it's how it should be, because we all need somebody with us at the end. Not that I don't. No, I'm not. No, I'm going to take that back, because I don't need anyone. It sounds really weird saying that, but I've always been a loner, and I've always been private about certain parts of myself. So when I get really ill, I don't want no fuss, and I don't want no one around me. So I think I'd just go on my own, to be honest. But anyway, this is how life is right now. It just feels like everything's just static at the moment, and I've only got 4 days, and then these two will be leaving the park. That will change a lot of things as well for me. They'll still come round here when they can, and I can go and see them. But it's just going to feel weird. It's just going to feel very weird. But as regards all the treatment stuff that I bought, the only way I can get the CBD oil, like I said, is to rub it into their ear, into the fleshy part of the ear. I've spent money on things they can't take, but I can. So I got olive leaf extract, which I can take. This is just life, and it's how it's going to be, and all you can do is your best, and that is it. So I will go for now, but that was my update. The answer is I can't cure it, because I can't get the stuff inside her, and it's a shame. But that's what I was going to say. Dogs are intuitive, and they know what they need. They are very wise. People underestimate dogs and cats. When an animal in the wild is dying, it will take itself off into a sheltered place and just go on its own, away from everyone. They don't like showing pain. And one of the things that dogs do, like Bonnie at the moment, is she knows, her body instinctively knows not to eat food, because her body is fasting. Now this is how you heal your body from disease as well. We should fast more. But what she's been doing is eating grass, but not all grass, just a certain type of grass. And it turns out that the grass that she's eating has got compounds in it, which are very similar to I've forgotten what the thing was we were on about. There's a certain compound anyway that's medicinal for the dogs. So she's instinctively knowing to eat that. She will not touch tap water. Again, people will drink it with chlorine in it and fluoride. She's not touching it. So Paul's got a water filter, and I've just been buying I did some research on it, on the water, and this one's called Highland Spring, and this is the better one you can buy without all additives in. So, but she's drinking that. But she knows to go for the pure water and the grass, and she's listening to herself, and we need to do that for ourselves as well, because oftentimes, like, if I'm stressed, and I'll just go and eat sugar, and that's why I'm fat, because I'll just eat sugar when I'm stressed or happy. Let's be honest, it's an addiction. But when you get really sick, I got to a point once where I was so sick I didn't want it. I couldn't eat. But that was my body saying, you don't need it, just it needs to be gone. And then I got better. So we don't know what's going to happen with these. She could very well come through this. Just because she's been diagnosed with cancer doesn't mean she will die from that. We don't know. I'm just watching her. I'm watching how she breathes. I'm watching how she sleeps. It's every little thing. And right now she is super chilled out on the floor. She's breathing normally. Her coat's shiny. She's just had loads of water. She's went for a lovely walk this morning with Paul in the stroller, and he said at some point she wanted to get out and walk, and we're listening to her, and she had a lovely little walk. So you've got to listen to them. She's not ready to go yet. So I will be here, and I will do whatever it takes for these girls, and you do that for people that you love anyway. It's just part of what you do. So we will just see how things go, but I've just reviewed a book, well, two, and I've got a few books in here that have been signed by authors, or I've bought the book from them because I've met them at a book show, or somewhere about, or on YouTube even. So I'm going to do some reviews on Amazon for them, because it's important to put a review of people's books, because on my book I've only got 5 reviews, and it doesn't take you nowhere when you've only got 5. So you need, the more reviews you get, the more it goes up the charts and gets noticed. So it's important, even if it's a crap review, it don't matter, it's still noticed. So that's what I'm going to do now. What time is it? It is 10:15, so in 11 o'clock I'm doing the toilet clean. Then I'm going to come back. I can't really get out done while she's laid on that floor, because I need to go in my bedroom. And I was going to sort all my clothes out into bags, put all the really rubbish ones in black bags for the skip, and just start clearing out, and get to a point where I've got the minimal stuff, but what I really need. And then if anything happens with these dogs, I can just say that I can just go, and without all the fuss and try to get rid of everything. So it's funny retrospect, isn't it? Because it wasn't long ago I had 2 caravans, and I was a bit upset about losing the other, because I wanted to keep that as a workshop. And then I realised now that it's all about, I need to be letting go, and I think it's getting done slowly, and everything is retrospect, because you don't know why things happen at the time. But looking back, I know that I am downsizing again, to a point where I'll be living back in my car, and I'll just be on the open road in the future, and I can just go wherever I want and do what I want. And I've lived long enough to know that if you trust in the process, you will be led to the right people, the right places at the right time. So I won't go with fear, I will go with excitement, if anything, and sadness for these, but at the same time I have to live for them, and they'll come with me anyway. So that's it for now. I'm going to do another vlog in a minute about something else, but I just thought I'd do a quick update on that. So I'll see you later. Bye.